also I was on the TV and everything. GBC TV also gave me a program there. So coming to Europe, I found out that there are some lot of opportunities here, whereby I can also bring in the talented ones, the unfortunate ones, as I am into, to a group so that we find some people or investors. There are a lot of organizations who have set talents. So I built a website, placed my windmill on it. You can also show the windmill picture on it so that people can see what exactly is windmill. The photo of the windmill. Later you put it online for us to see. So people, organizations get to know, and they called me to their place, to their offices, interviewed me, and the last thing was I have to be schooled. So they took me to leadership training school, and I finished now. Fortunately or unfortunately for me, I got an investor opportunity network. Whom one is in the person of Dr. Lawyer Vandal. He is also here. He's going to introduce himself, tell you what he does and his company and everything after my introduction. So now, the website yielded very great links. And the whole thing is we have to bring investor opportunity to Ghana. And on my platform, WhatsApp platform, when you come on LinkedIn, you can see 16 regional platforms. So when you enter our website, you ask you some question, your name, your profession. We have a lot of skill set platforms. So if you're a teacher, we put you on the teachers platform. At the same time, being a teacher, you are also into farming. We put you on the farmers platform. There you'll be deliberating all what you
It looks like we can hear him this time around. Okay, so whilst we're waiting for him, I'll go ahead and go to Mr. VY Random for his introduction about himself, what he does, and then his company. So unmute yourself and let's hear you. Your microphone, we can hear you.
Oh, all right. Yes, thank you, sir. My name is Vinay Ramzan. I am a practicing attorney at law in Amsterdam, the Netherlands. And I am a chief legal officer of the company 10 Energy Holding, and the whole organization. What we basically do as 10 Energy is engineering and building, providing energy solutions for all type of countries in Africa, South America, in Europe, and we are specialized in producing nuclear power energy plants. And besides engineering, producing, and delivering energy solutions, we also are appointed as an official global agent of a private investment banking company. And that means that we are able to finance governmental projects, PPPs, and private projects in the case that is endorsed by the government. And in that capacity, I am sitting here now.
Hello? Hello? Hello, are you there?
Okay, thank you very much. Your company is different from Mr. Steve's right?
That is correct. That is correct.
Okay, then let me come back to Ghana or Fayao. The microphone is yours now. Unmute yourself, introduce yourself, and let's go.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Good, good, good. Greetings to everyone here. My name is Sadamo Emmanuel, but I'm popularly known on Facebook as Ofaya. I am a youth activist and a social commentator and a freedom fighter as well. So we're all doing this, or I started this
Junior, at this
freedom
time.
fighting. I started all this program by looking that, in fact, in my country, things are not going on well. So I also decided not to be a citizen and to be a I decided not to be a spectator, but a citizen rather. So I am a person that speak to the activism of the youth that have decided to keep quiet and look for things to got working. And fortunately, I did a program recently, and one brother called Mensa discussed with me that there is this platform, or there is this opportunity with the Ghanaian investors abroad that he want to invite me so that we can come and then uh, judge or discuss how possible best we can also help our various communities that need, investors and then need support. So we are here, or I'm here this evening to discuss whatever that will end up in positivity. So, DJ Fuad, in a nutshell, thank everyone for giving me the chance to be here. I will
All
come.
right. All right. Mr. Steve, can you hear me? Then, Mr. Steve, I think it will be good you go and come back. You remove yourself and then come back and join us. Yes. So, okay, I think we had a little internet challenge here, but we are back. So I will go back to Mr. Steve, Mr. VY. Whilst we're waiting for Mr. Steve to get himself ready and join us, tell us more about the investment opportunities that your company have for Ghana and for that matter, maybe any African countries. How can people apply and participate in that development?
Yeah, it's a good question. Thank you. How can people apply for a loan? And basically, our company, our organization provides loans for large-scale projects. The easiest way at this moment to contact and apply for a loan is through DDN. I have a good relationship with Mr. Steve and his DDN organization. Mr. Steve can guide all the applicants through the contact and through the application procedure. How an application procedure basically starts is by applying to our organization with letter of applicant, and from that moment on, along the financing request procedure will start. For Ghana in particular, our organization set up a special financing modality that is called the Economic Development Plan. And with the Economic Development Plan, we can finance a cluster of projects, large-scale projects that are of significance for the country and the development of the economy. And an Economic Development Plan gets initiated by an endorsement or an invitation letter from the president or the king or a chief from a country, in this case Ghana, to our representative director. It's an invitation letter on one page, and in that letter the signee expresses its interest to attract financing, basically financing modalities for the PPPs or private developers and private projects. It can also be governmental projects. And through an EDP, an Economic Development Plan, basically we can finance all projects. And through the EDP, the Economic Development Plan, our organization is also able to provide bank guarantees if that is necessary.
Are you done?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, send a bay, yeah, makes you in your
Okay, that's amazing. I can see Mr. Steve joining us. Mr. Steve, can you hear me? Mr. Steve. Okay. Whilst he's struggling to join us, Ofayao, I hope you heard Mr. VY. If you have any question to him so far about how people can apply, I think he said the process is the application should be initiated by a chief, a king, or a president of a country.
Well,
so,
I have
for example, if
not the application itself needs to be signed.
I can go to the king of the special also traditional area to tell him that this opportunity available, you should apply, and then we take him through the application process, and then he applies. And when he applies, maybe he can say, I'm giving it to the youth of the community to go into agriculture or whatever. But I don't know, Ofayao, if you have any question to Mr. VY.
If I get him clear, meaning they are a financial backbone of, in case you have a project or you have something you want them to invest, they will back you financially, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, for now I don't have any question, but as we go on, if something come up, I'll ask.
Okay. So Mr. Viewer, I'm coming back to you. What are the application process apart from the initiation process, being a president of a country, a king of a traditional area, or a chief of a traditional area? What are the process?
Yeah. So I think you explained it a little bit, the story. What I'm saying is basically that the EDP, the Economic Development Plan, that is not a letter of application. It's solely an invitation signed by the king or by the president, in which the signee, the king or the president, expresses its interest to have projects developed. That doesn't mean that by definition those projects needs to be developed by the king or by the president, by the government. Yes, so our organization needs to have this invitation letter, because the principle of our organization is that we do not actively seek for projects to finance. Governments or private project holders, private companies, if they are not able to get financing for a project, they can approach us, right? And through this invitation letter, from the president or the king of a kingdom. We know the priorities of each project that the government endorses or the kingdom endorses. For example, if you have affordable housing in Ghana is now that is a priority project, I believe, and for also a seaport, I believe, or a deep sea and a harbor, that is also a project that the government sees and considers as a priority project. In the invitation letter, in an economic development plan invitation letter, these projects can be prioritized. And based on the priority of each project, the financing procedures will start. And once the EDP is received by our the representative director, I and my colleagues as TEN Energy, the global official agent, will get the assignment to look for project holders, for applicants who are willing to develop those projects on themselves, who are willing to apply for the loans, and we will engage the financing procedure, the financing request procedure with the project holder, with the company who is willing to apply for the loan. It doesn't need to be a governmental company. It can also be a private company, can be a PPP. So yeah, and once the letter of applicant is signed, our organization expresses its interest in a declaration of interest. And from that moment on, we will start to ask for business plans, feasibility studies, financial analysis, legal analysis, construction reports, etc. The usual documents that every bank, international bank for project, large-scale project, also requests and requires to file. So yeah, basically the four biggest and the time-consuming documents we request are the business plan, feasibility study, business financial analysis, and legal analysis, and also construction reports. And from that on, from that moment on, if all the documents are approved by our organization, very soon, within 4 to 6 months, if the auditing, when the auditing is finished and approved, the loan contract, the loan option contract will be signed and will be first in concept, will be sent to the applicant, and then parties can discuss about the terms and conditions. And from that moment on, after the first loan option agreement is signed, the loan can be provided with a bank guarantee, of course. And in Africa, in Ghana, it is plausible that the bank guarantee cannot be provided. Our organization arranges those bank guarantees through the Federal Reserve of the United States of America and or the World Bank. Yes.
Hello?
Thank you very much, Mr. Vander, for that elaborative explanation there. I think our co-host, Mr. Steve Mens, is here with us. Mr. Steve, you're welcome.
Thank you. Do you hear me now?
Mr. Steve, can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
Yes, Mrs. Stefan, we can hear you.
But he's not responding.
He's muted.
Okay. I learned you are muted. Okay. I think I'll go 8-hour dialect so that majority of us can understand exactly what lawyer is saying here. Ni nyinaa ne sɛ mehyia ɔfayaw ɛwɔ ne network no so na ɔka bibi fa mpuntu adwuma a obenya wɔ ne pɛsoɛ so a ɛyɛ Volta region hɔ no so ɔkɔtakro ɔhene no sɛ ne bɛyɛ a ɔmbɛtumi nso anya biribi akɔ ne pɛsoɛ so na woba DDN a yɛyɛ 16 regional platforms ɛwɔ na woba hɔ no a na wobɔ wo din wode wo din ba wode adwuma a woyɛ ba no a ne yɛde woato platform ma wakyerɛkyerɛ sɛ wofiri ne nyinaa Volta region ne yɛde wato so Ashanti region near the water so, Northern region, baby, 16 regions near the water so. Na mu discuss in Puntu Juma, mo pese a bam krum. Na lawyer or hay so no, only any pebia or de no ho, ya, a Jumano together. And to say, wa, ubetimi di animu. Now, you're processing Nioma B. Now, what me the tractors near dear free Holland they are. I call one person so now, what me I am put to a Juma war. Mon person no. Nipa na udi animu eba didi and honor. Within the records, into your free be intermediary fee, percentage fee. Ah, wono, ubenya. Say a 1 million. And now, lawyer non crop for us almost sick a woman. 100,000, 100, what is that, 1 million?
10 million.
100 million US
Okay,
dollars.
starting here, 100 million US dollars. Kitu a woman crowd, they starting mono. Oka so ope, the Esha, yeah, ma, a free 100 million, echo billions. And now, woman, a sector, no, Tema refinery, bet me a revamp, ya no, crude oil, libi or ama petrol ne boye din wa manone no ye de no eso beti ye befa nkrofo ye adwuma wo ye betrain nkrofo ena se enye no kra ne be revamp a betimi abuild completely new refinery aben baby a crude oil no wo ne ye fa ntwa kwan matema ni nyina wo pipeline no betimi so abuild full complete city Dubai kra ye kama Woman oil guano Ghana so they were a new man in abundance. It basse a binary yambeko terms there. Ghana so a bet is Dubai. Ya in Chawama, a base in Dubai. It new be brew a what ye need or naka. Any a programs be bring so recording radio so. A fail and penny for a who a simple. It is a say ya. One of the freedom fighters, Abaye Fold, no, ye didn't be set example. I made put to Juma, I call the Chrome Hall, I'm a Mebruna or more I could choke cities. No, Nina be fear, Abaye Jumani because Upon Juma, or call Busia Fiacoda. Uf a Juma Mus, a bemo, Diana, a bemo, Bibiana, who ye Jumani be a mobile phone, and unya. Near my mobile phone, near the titu, kakranka busume, no near titu, send a bear, you better to know the Tiana Sudi, a lonely biama or before from. And the package in the baby, it is a say of fire. But was so almost say, oh, mammy. Now, I can say, on person obey program, no man, says, say no, ususu, pray, no, wakunya adipa, ediaba, ukrum. Inti enche bia ofaya memo wako man hene ho ne ene doc lawyer ene mpedemfo ni nyina aka nneoma na wo ka se wo ho no now the pictorial picture ne ehun nneoma ni nyina na mo de atoto akọ se ne be immediately no either said corona na minimum say ehun beba say ebe mo aba ha wo ne ho hene no beba mo besin sign documents or can somebody do
For that sign agreement through the internet or should the person come here in Holland?
At the moment, the loan option agreement needs to be signed. The applicant has to come to Belgium or Luxembourg.
Okay.
Yes, but any other any other document prior to the loan option agreement can be signed digitally.
Okay, very good.
Yes.
So, and now I can say, a quana be, or the Obama may be one say what drew a broochery or Baba comments up. Now, after say, yes, and say, Bibia, that's a $100 million. Now, you're my 1% crowd woman, a dear now, Ura, would be funny. And to wait there, Yenina Sempa, freedom fighters fixing the country, fix the country, and fixing the country for Ninano. She said, Yati Dende. Your country be fix it, I'm one say ye fix it. Into Bia to one to Panina, yeah, while ready. And I say, you can say, politicians now, 1% so, on bet me no more henny, a cabumono, or me who did ye. Now, many lawyers so, yɛn collaborate ne yɛhwɛ kwan yɛbɛfa so a yɛbɛma yɛ kurom no ayɛ krabɛhwɛ no bi because seesei volta region yɛde ne set example na ɛyɛ ade ne kɛse wɔ hɔ a obiara bɛfiri the whole part of Ghana 16 regions na kɔgu volta region na ɛhɔ akɔyɛ choked. Nti sɛ yɛpɛ sɛ obiara take initiative na 16 regions no yɛbɛhwɛ na obiara nya sika no bi a ɔde mpuntuo adwuma akɔ ne mpɛsɛ so. Na meka biribi atwa toɔ aha no farmers no afe biara no machines no a wɔde yɛ afuo mu nnwuma no wɔde kɔ baabi a yɛfrɛ no plant pool. Plant pool no deɛ ayɛ absolute no wɔn recycle deɛ ɛyɛ papa no nso wo a wobɛtumi atwerɛ project good no a woyɛ organisation te sɛ DDN no ne ama obi sɛ fa kɔma wo nkurɔfoɔ ɛwɔ Africa na wɔn nso fa nyɛ farm na wɔn nkurɔfoɔ no nyɛ aduane nni sɛnea ɛbɛyɛ a ɛkɔm na ɛma nnipa tumi fa nsuo so fa desert so ɛbɛwuwu wɔ high seas sɛsɛ yɛtwa saa de no ano wo a woyɛ dynamic wowɔ nimdeɛ bi te sɛnea mesi build a windmill before na manya boafoɔ no saa nkurɔfoɔ no nyinaa ne meboa wɔ mu ano Mr. Dr. Thomas Mensah mɛpɛ sɛ next program no mobɛ invite no sɛnea ɛbɛyɛ a program yi bɛkɔ akyire na mɛtumi ne na abɔ fotuo bi ato Ghana na talented youth na ɛwɔ hɔ no yɛtumi aboa wɔ ano ne yɛtumi ama wɔ training saa na Chinafoɔ yɛyɛ a sisi wɔn ayɛ well powered super friend technology no nti boy yi a sisi wɔtutu scooter ɛde ndua bobɔ wɔn yɛ yi ɔsaa yɛ other things no wotumi sɛ ɔno nso yɛ ne talent ɛna nkurɔfoɔ bi nso a COVID yi baeɛ a wɔtumi yɛ solar hand washing machines for the solar system no wɔn nyinaa nso yɛde wɔn bɛka group ne ho nti wei deɛ Ghana yɛ start afiri recording radio so wɔ ha na afei yɛmpɛsɔ so no sisi yɛnni atɛm bio yɛkɔ yɛ nim mpanimfoɔ no modi atɛm no wɔn bɛtie a wɔn atie sisi yɛkɔ ne developmental challenge nti mímí mpɛsɔ so ɛyɛ volta region mene of our
Thank you very much, Mr.
Put you up na so betena baabi na wo de ntokwa ne yi na ba dia well ye ko man nyina ye ko nti ye be ko agya ti see dia ba ne se wo a wo betie program yi na ke pese ko viral pa crofo e frefro nyina ne ye nya won but meti se frima o the investment opportunity bi ko ma ye botugu ono kura ke nya na nka ono nso abeka ne de ne ya poni bia ma no de akọ ne krom am ye hu se hwɛ sɛ frima kokokoko yɛ adeɛ kɛse a ɔde aba Ghana eni enti no lawyer deɛ ɔbɛka bia yɛ yi no mɛba abɛkyerɛkyerɛ anaasɛ sɛ mo question bi na mpɛ sɛ mo busa ma outsider for no nso nti na obi wɔ question a na ɔde aba sɛ meyi ano ana lawyer bi yi ano ama I'm saying they should call and ask questions.
All right.
Oh.
Thank you very much. Mr. Simmons Ayadawase. Any Jejima also Odiaba. Of I me nim of I what to can. Who can answer that to us what?
The work and doka in Martina Pina I'm not getting the Twitter concept or getting the content very well. So for now, I have no question, and then as we moving on, if I have a question, it will come up as I've already said. So thank you, DJ, for it.
Okay, so let me come back to Mr. Lawyer. We want to know. Yesterday we had a off-air conversation, a short one, and you were talking about the fact that your investment opportunities do not finance startups. So I want to ask if I have a company that I've done my business plan, everything, and it's costing about $50 million or $100 million. Once it is not running already, I cannot have financing from you. Is that the case?
Sorry, the last part I couldn't understand.
Come again.
The last part I couldn't understand, sir.
You didn't hear.
No, exactly.
You mean the last part?
Okay, what I'm saying is that I have a company that I want to establish. For example, I want to go into maize farm in Ghana. I have my business plan, feasibility studies, everything already. But because I didn't have finance, it's not running. I'm not already doing it. Is it something I can apply for loan support?
Yeah, we have one solution for this situation is that during or in the letter of applicant, the applicant also requests our organization to introduce the company to a joint venture partner that already has active, who is already active in the industry and also already has established an own company. And our organization has a lot of companies, multinationals in our circle that are already known with our organization. And we can introduce our partners to any applicant if that is wished for, if that is desired for by the applicant. So in that case, there should be established a joint venture partnership between the applicant in Ghana, the local applicant, and a joint venture partner. If that is desired, we can introduce the applicant to one of our partners. Yes, it is possible, but only in the financing modality of the economic development plan. Yes, and our service, my service from 10 Energy and the organization, the financing organization, is strictly free of charge. We do not charge the applicant to start to initiate any financing procedure. So from our side, we don't charge anything. It's free of charge.
Okay. Okay.
DJ,
I think it really, really makes sense
among
here.
visa questions.
Okay, so at this point, those of you watching, if you have any questions, you can write them in the comment section, or better still, you can send them on WhatsApp number 024-7785-986. That is, if you are outside of Ghana, you add the country code, which is +233-247785-986. If you have any question, you can send it on this WhatsApp number or in the comment section on Facebook, and we'll read it to our amazing resource people here to answer them for you. And Mr. Mens, so we'll be here or the back one.
Okay. Ne tie mu ane sɛ yɛyɛ adwuma wɔ Rezo Radio, recording radio on Rezo studios ɛwɔ Amsterdam. Na yɛfa stream no live ɛwɔ radio so. Enti DJ no ɛbɛbɔ studio number no na wɔn nso ɛwɔ around Holland no nso ɛtumi afrɛ. Enti CK ma no nkɔ.
Okay, studio line is 020 737 1619 020 737 1619. So who free outside the oven +31 1 20 737 1619.
Ɛna sɛ mopɛ sɛ mohyia yɛn nso wɔ Facebook a wokɔ Steve Mens Amsterdam a wobɛnya yɛn. Ideas Bank Portal Facebook ɛno nso wobɛnya yɛn. Nti no na deɛ ɔwɔ hɔ no no obi pɛ sɛ obisa question a obɛtumi de aba.
Okay. Okay.
Busa lawyer bibi na ɔnyia no.
All right. Okay.
You're asking me something?
So
ask a question.
I want to get clarification here, Mr. Lawyer. You were talking about the fact that the only time We are talking about some document that can be signed digitally, and one that, if, for example, I'm applying for a loan or a grant, whatever you may call it, I have to come to the Netherlands. I want you to give that clarification well.
Yes, so at the moment, the letter of applicant is sent to our organization, sent to our representative director. That can be directly, that can be through me as well. Then the, oh, I believe there is a caller. Have a contact.
Yeah, finally, I'm Holland. Pacho, how ministry?
Oh, could you? Yeah.
All right, let's listen to the caller.
Program, development program, but me per se, one,
Could you wait there? Say, lawyer, they are own kind of bro for my. I say you should speak in English so that you can answer.
Yes, I prefer English.
Could you go English now? Not translated or three am I in here?
Oh, okay. All I'm trying to say is that assuming that I'm a student, although I'm working, I do not have any so much money, but I have an idea related to setting up energy project in my country, Ghana. Because one, I don't have a place, I mean the land where the project can be set, and I don't have the money to start. Such a person who only has ideas but do not have assets or money, is it possible for me to be part of this program?
Could you, for this, I can answer you. DDN is your bet now. You are with us, but you don't come. So when you come, there are a lot of platforms, skill set platforms. We just put you on the platform. Even lawyer, we've gotten a platform for him. Anybody who have ideas but can't, we discuss all these on the platform. So please, Bomodiana, Johnny, Yebio, Uskiana, Sunia Daji, Intinama. The Kojubusa and say, well, ideas, but we need whom I can't deal no. Na idea you beat me up one, and I make you say yes, you beat me up one. So back medium platforms now. You will human tailor for doctors, for nurses, for teachers, for into the also you near the water. Now no more dreaming a Juman how best. You could have bit me and you be a or a project writer. Now only now associate. When you be a or a PRO for you. Now because Casano, you be a you need any advantage. You be a fluent in talking. So you have to have a PR to say express or say some. Now on church what Juma open so ye no near they don't find to you. This is advert side. It message go you or more DNA when a full PR so say or join ye no. A year plus 31 613 501416. He said to me, view. So free Hollander 06 13 501416. And now free Amanonia. Now per se Uhumenen lawyer enunciate plus 31. Okay, 0031. So no, 0031 613 501416. Ubomoding Efre now tia na ya accept ubi bia be a record so now to make the puntio a compensation so you stand to gain something yin yaukwa una also the coy and you stand as an intermediary to send our mampany we cover na a phrase intermediary also the share to down so now share say $100 million nyama 1% gra ufa hunjan intina asema dawa. You were on the floor.
Yes, coming back to your question, sir, about signing digitally any document. Until the loan option agreement the documents can be sent through email to us and can be signed digitally. That is no problem. We, at the beginning of the financing request procedure, we will request um, authenticated passports, copies of authenticated passports, and based on the signature of the passport, we will also authenticate and verify the signature on any other document that is sent afterwards.
Did you hear? Hello, DJ. Hello. Israel. Okay. You can pick it from here, sir. Okay. Lawyer, so in case the Otum 4 is ready,
We will also authenticate and verify the signature on
the
it.
line is delaying. Do you go on or we wait for him? In case Otum 4 is ready to build a complete city, what is the procedure, the starting procedure?
Yeah, most certainly we can
Okay.
finance that project.
So I had a
Smart
slight
city.
internet connection problem.
All right, yeah, I noticed that your connection is delayed. I'm coming back to your question, Mr. Steve.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can finance smart cities. We already are doing it in other parts of the world.
Up to the standard of Dubai?
I'm sorry.
Up to the standard of Dubai.
Yes,
That's
that is correct. Um, how a financing of a smart city should be initiated? That is through EDP. Yes.
What is the
The economic development plan. Yes. And on that document, an invitation letter is one page. Um, yeah, the king then uh, basically invites our organization, the representative director of our organization, to have a brief informal conversation about this project.
through the project holder? They have to have a project holder.
No, at that moment, there is no project holder known yet.
Uh-huh.
So once the king has expressed his interest in having a smart city developed in his region, in his kingdom, and signs the invitation letter and it's received by our organization, we from our side will start look for project holders, for applicants. And that can be real estate developers, that can be infrastructure developers, that can also be and for a smart city, you also need energy. You also need water, etc. So for each project, each segment of developing a city, you have to have other project holders because those not one company is specialized in developing a whole city.
I overheard you saying that in Ghana, all our water bodies are spoiled due to the sea. I learned you have technology of providing water for the whole Ghana and also through West Africa. How is it true, or how would that can that be? Which technology? Oh, yeah, let's hear you.
So yeah, our company, Ten Energy, developed also nuclear power plants. We are specialized in developing safe nuclear power plants. It's a zero. We call it CDF zero. That is zero chance of core meltdown. Our technology is based on thorium, yeah, and we use instead of uranium, we use thorium.
You can drag this bauxite in also to other oil and all.
Yes, our power plant can be the power source of a refinery and a smelter. Absolutely.
Engineering, sikisa engineering na bauxite. Engineering for otie yɛ yɛsrɛ mo ne mo hene no ne district representative no nhyia immediately na wɔn wɔ nneɛma pama mo bauxite no wɔn bɛtumi etu amelty wɔ hɔ anya oil ne deɛ bɛ nneɛma ewu mu nyinaa wɔ yɛ kurom hɔ na yɛmfa ama ama na ne raw bɛma mmabunu no anya adwuma ayɛ na yɛn nso yɛayɛ krabɛhwɛ bi. Nti obi a wɔretie no ma momfa asɛm wei sɛ traa asɛmpa na lawyer ɔde aba no. Nti mesrɛ mo nso motwe. Lawyer, continue from where you left off.
Yes, the CEO and founder of our company, Mr. Palat Singh, he has extensive experience in the bauxite industry. In Suriname, in his country of birth, he used to work at an an aluminum company that was called Suralco, that is an affiliate, Suralco. It's affiliated company of Alcoa, as an American aluminum refinery company. And based on his experience and his engineering skills, he came up with a special integrated aluminum system in which with which we can produce aluminum, pure aluminum, 99.9% aluminum for less than $1,000 per metric ton. And at the moment, last Friday, we checked the prices of aluminum. It was, I think,
There's a
3,000.
question here for you before
All
you
right.
go on. He's asking, can you extract gold from the soil without spoiling the water? Do you have the technology of digging gold without spoiling our drinking water?
As I believe, I am not a mining specialist, but as I believe, there are ways to um, mine the gold ore without spoiling water, bodies of water. Of course, you have to fulfill to the terms of the licenses and to use water. But in our case, we have a partner who is already active in gold mining, and they make sure always that
Junior.
they breathe
Yes, you're
the area like before they came. So it's always back to nature how it was. That means also
The
with
Chinese are not doing that on
I'm
our
sorry.
land.
I'm
So
sorry to hear that.
now you've gotten to know this. I think the chiefs and other people who need to dig the gold will also contact us to give them the modern way of doing things by not spoiling our water bodies.
Mhm.
Okay. What were you explaining before I came in?
Yeah, regarding the bauxite mining, our system makes sure, or at least we can produce aluminum, pure aluminum, for less than $1,000 per metric ton if we use our power source, and that is the nuclear power plant that produces.
Is it not harmful?
No,
Because
no.
we heard of Chernobyl disaster and all that. How safe is that nuclear thing?
Our nuclear power plant cannot melt down. What happened in Chernobyl, basically, yeah, the core, the source of the energy, the uranium core, melted down because there was no cooling. In our power plant, we don't use that type of technology. We already use an acknowledged technology that is proven to be safe 100%. And there are similar power plants already existing on the world, yeah, globally.
Is there any waste product from the nuclear? And how do we dispose of the waste of the nuclear?
Okay. Can I ask a question?
Mhm.
Come on, please. They are lying in this. Come on, please.
Okay. Okay. So somebody just sent me a WhatsApp message. He wants to know from you, Mr. Lawyer,
Mhm.
your company, is it now your kind of investors? Are you angel investors? Are you venture capitalists? He wants to know.
I'm sorry, are you investing capital? Sorry, the last part I could not understand. I could not
You don't
hear.
understand the question.
The last part I could not hear because it was
Okay, so
echoing.
somebody sent me a WhatsApp message. He wants to
Mhm.
know whether you guys are angel investors or venture capitalists.
I would describe our organization as financiers. The same as what a bank does, we do as well. We only provide loans. And in our philosophy, each project should cover itself and needs to earn back its loan and earns back and pays back the loan with the project itself. And for a security measure, our organization takes 51% of the shares temporarily. When the loan is paid back, the 51% shares will be unpledged, basically. We use it as a pledge, and after the loan is paid back, we hand over everything to the applicant and to the project holder, and then they can continue continue their endeavors. We are not investing, we only finance.
Okay, so I want you to repeat this part for me. You said there's some pledge. I didn't hear the pledge part. That if somebody applies and you provide the finance, you use some pledge, and when he's done paying the loan, then you release the asset. I want you to explain that to me.
Yes. So our philosophy and the economic development plan financing modality stipulates that each project has to earn back the loan. Yeah, if you have a gold mining project of 100 million US dollars, you have to be able to pay back the loan plus interest rates, of course, with the gold mining project within the terms set um, given by our organization. For $100 million, usually it is 5 to 7 years with a moratorium and with a grace period, of course. And as a pledge during the term of the loan, as a security measure, we take a pledge on the shares, 51% of the total shares. And we only do that as a security measure to make sure that the loan, the money of the loan is spent correctly. If we see if we see that there needs to be a board change, for example, to guide everything according it was scheduled, then we can use our right of appointing a board member, a CFO, for example, and then just to be as a security measure, we can nominate this CFO to make sure that the project will be successful and that the loan will be paid back in time.
Any more questions so far?
I understand it clearly now. I understand it clearly now. Ofayal, you've been quiet for a long time. Do you have any question?
Yeah, I'm listening to everything, and a few questions are being gradually being answered, and
so far.
Mapatro Manti unka ye Mr. Mensa Sabrabium.
Benessa on Crawford, both were him for them.
Yeah, Mr. Steve,
freedom
your
fighters,
microphone is so bad. I think both of you, Mr. Steve and Doctor, when you speak, I have to bring the phone to my ear to hear you. Tell your technicians to fix your sound. There's a way of increasing your volume on the software.
Nemo ye pese buntu ba ye pese so no ena nyame adaroma lawyer Fenel so ha oni ni company bibia ye pe wo asasi so on betimi enya amaye abra interest rate no ye what a London library rate.
We provide loans against London library. Yes, that is.
No, it's very, very cheap.
Me pese meka bibia ebebu abana na mechanical safwa omo kojia na sebe omo aye na sene be ya project ni enwie na ka nwuram na ba management to aso na ka nwuram ka na ebo very good. There's a question for
Go ahead.
There are a lot of projects on projects
in Ghana. Can we intend to the government so that
Some
some are
are
hospitals,
hospitals,
some are
some are
complete
complete
township,
township
those that people have to go
people have to
and
go and
live in,
live
and
in
it is
and
left
left
untouched,
and
and
it's
it's
getting
getting
rotten.
rotten.
Mhm.
Can we
Can we
have,
have
can we sign contract
with
with
the
the government
government
so that we go and
we go and
revamp
revamp
all
all
these
these
left
left
to
to
rot infrastructure
infrastructure
for
for
the
the
public
public
usage?
usage?
Is
Is it
it
possible?
possible?
That is a legal question. I'm not aware of the the rules and regulations in Ghana,
Oh, okay.
so I cannot answer that, sir.
And
And
the
the
freedom
freedom
fighters,
fighters,
Mr.
sɛ
Mumuteki
wɔtumi
sa
saa
opportunities
opportunities
yi,
yi
na
na
yɛnso
yɛntumi
nya
nya
no.
no ɛmfa mu di anim a ɛdeɛ ɛbɛfa na wɔn atumi akɔ revamp all these left to rot hospitals, left to rot infrastructures a ɛsisi nwura mu yi blocks wada zagrema sɛ dɛbɛn dɛbɛn ne nyinaa no na yɛntumi ma yɛnka no nso ɛso nti kɔs egu hɔ no nyinaa ɛsɛɛ no afei kɔ afei bɛ no nyinaa na ɛporɔ na ɛbɛ state grammar na wɔ sɛ yɛ clear biribiara firi ɛno nso yɛ sika kɔhyɛ mu nti sɛ iron rods no na baabi akɔ ne a then we put in new iron rods and then yɛde technical men from Europe apa ne a yɛadeɛ nam na yɛ strong then ne yɛ ho yɛ money well it way their freedom fighters fire out send this message to your people for them to see that this is the right program a ɛyɛ wɔ recording radio so a ɛwɔ sɛ ɔmo ma no obiara stream no na kɔ viral na kɔ ɛyi no so ɔfɛ the YouTube ne internet ne nyinaa so mmienu sɛ really sise na Ghana ɛbɛdane Ghana anyɛ saa ɛmi yɛ twitwa yɛn ho ahyia no mo amu nim deɛ ɛsisi ba mesrɛ mo ahokyerɛ no dɔɔso a ne ma saa nneɛma no ba meka no kasa ho a deɛ ɔwɔ aso no ɔte n'aso pa mu mesrɛ mo mo mmea kɔ boa yɛ maa ne yi ɔman ne so lɔɔre na wayɛ ready with his people nti mo ba DDN platform so a
Okay.
coordinate biribi a wa wodi bɛba no
Mr. Steve,
investment
I
opportunities no bɛba
have a
wɔ
question.
nti record wo din biribi a ɛna moreover mo a mowɔ Ghana ne elsewhere no motumi link up a moba ha straight aburokyire ha ama wo ne mo hɛn ne deɛ keka ho abɛsesan documents no na wo nso anya wo percentage o nti wei deɛ yɛate dɛ any question from anywhere?
I see in the chat, in the comment, I see a question. Please, I have farm size of 120 acres and 10-acre constructed dam for irrigation. I also have 7 constructed 135 square meters greenhouses for vegetable production. I also have 70-acre mining site in the central region. I have employed over 20 workers. I need loan support. Can I have his number? All right. So, yeah, you can contact me through Mr. Steve or through the website. We have also a website that is 10energy.nl. Regarding Ghana, we can finance all kinds of projects, but it needs to be through the economic development plan financing modality. So, as an answer on your question, Mr. Eruda, I would like to see that the president or the king of the kingdom endorses your project in an invitation letter. Then we can start the financing procedure for your projects.
Yeah, Mr. Lawyer, can you hear me?
Yes, go ahead, sir.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. So I think this will be so far my last question here. Is it written in stones that if, for example, Ofayao has his company and he needs capital injection and he wants to apply, does he still need to pass through a king, a chief, or a president?
Yeah, the king or the president, preferably. There is also another way of financing projects, and that is through a private, we call it private projects, that is 100% private project. But then the project holder, the applicant, needs to provide its own guarantee. We will not arrange a guarantee through the World Bank for private projects. So the other way, the private project, then the applicant and the project holder needs to provide its own guarantee. That can be through bank guarantee, that can also be through gold deposits, proven gold deposits, or proven aluminum and bauxite deposits, etc.
Are you there? Hello?
Hello? The line is breaking.
I do not understand that one. The collaterals. Why, if
Yes.
Ofaya want to go into his company, why should he get aluminium deposit as collateral?
No, it was just an example. What I was trying to say is that through private project financing, the project holder, the applicant for the loan, needs to provide his own guarantees for the loan that he is applying for. Private projects can only be done if it's regarding an $100 million US plus project. So no smaller projects.
Okay, so then further question: if I have a project, but I'm doing it through my chief, the chief of my
Mhm.
community, what guarantee do you get from the chief?
So what since last year the change we adapted our requirements for Ghanaian EDPs. And that is either a signature by the president or the responsible minister, or a signature from the king. A chief also needs to request an invitation letter and from the king. Yeah, so basically we only accept signatures from president or responsible ministers or the king.
Yes, I get that. But what is the guarantee you get from these people? What, apart from the president, which is guaranteed everything by the state resources, if a chief,
No, we don't need sovereign guarantees. But if we are talking about private projects, and usually I am not speaking about private projects if we are talking about Ghanaian projects, but there are exemptions. For example, if there is, if a kingdom, no, let me say it, if a private party wants to apply for a loan of $100 million, then he should be able to provide guarantee for the $100 million, and that can be in any form. It doesn't need to be a bank guarantee alone. It can also be a bank guarantee in combination with other types of guarantees that the applicant can provide. But given the history and also our experience regarding Ghana, we we prefer project financing through economic development plans because that is easier. The financing request procedure finishes quickly within 4 to 6 months. If it depends, of course, on the quality of the documents that the applicant sends to us. And the bank guarantee through the World Bank or the Federal Reserve can be obtained easier and quickly. Yes.
Any more questions?
okay, okay, I get it. I get it. So I don't know if Mr. Steve, if you don't have anything, again, maybe you can wrap up for us to bring the program to an end. I'm thinking that maybe next week we can have another session to educate ourselves more on such an amazing
Oh,
opportunity.
okay. Ẹnuane adafo,
And
ẹnẹ
then
ne tam a, anaa ẹnẹ ne first day a mo ahyia ni a, yɛyɛ GDN, asɛ kyerɛ sɛ Diaspora Development Network. Ghana for a to quine aqua amano, aqua boom.
Papa, your person, a dibiba, yem, ever or man teacher. A bank went to me, ye, politician went to me, ye, and stroma, this in the Yakuma, near Junia, home, near Sicabua. Inti na nyamiada Roma, wafa DDN, so akunya Investor Opportunity Network. Ura nyonyafo a friend of Venera. Wapɔtuna nan away mu abɛtena ha sɛ ɔne yɛ ɛyɛ saa program sɛnea ɛbɛyɛ a ɛbɛkɔ yɛn pɛsɛso na ahemfo no a yɛwɔ asase ne deɛ keka ho no a ɔmbɛ so ɔmoyɛ community projects no te sɛ community farms ne deɛ keka bɔɔbo ne deɛ keka ho toilet ne ade nyɛ ne nyinaa na ɛwɔ sɛ yɛhwɛ aban yɛn anim ɛne bɔɔla kora a ɛmmerɛ yɛn no yɛwɔ wie a yɛtumi de ayɛ a yɛbɛ recycle bɔɔla no nti no ne nyinaa biribi a wɔpɛ sɛ ɔfii sɛ ɛyɛ project a wobɛnya founding no wode bɛto yɛ anim a didi yɛn anim a yɛbɛma wo nsa lawyer ne atena se ne abooboo ho na obi a wobɛtumi ne project akɔ ne mpɛ so wɔbɛbrɛ de akɔ no nso no yɛmpa ne sɛ nsi fam wobɛ yɛ platform no so a yɛarekɔdo biribiara to hɔ yɛfrɛ biribi intermediary fee, percentage fee, a idea automatically when some account there, or brand where you are. Now, person for us to be a Juma ye, Melbourne, so almost where we were there go far, there's certain so, and Mammy who were a brass summer banner because so we BD or Juma ye or hearing ma on for doing so cool, it's adventure no akɔwɔ high seas ti mɛsɛsɛ sise na mmara so sɛ recording authority no bɛmɛ yɛ berɛ a yɛbɛyɛ wei continuous sɛne bɛyɛ yɛbɛkɔ yɛ mpanimfoɔ no tirim ɛhoɔmahu sɛ sise no mabu n'ani abere ɔmo kasa na kasa a ɔmo kasa deɛ na ɔmo pɛ adwuma yɛ ɔmo pɛ mpuntuo ɛwɔ ɔmo pɛsoɛ so nti saa berɛ na mmara so sɛ yɛn nyinaa bɛka yɛn ho abom na nimdebias all the skill sets you have no yɛboaboa no na afei yɛtete ekuokuo ɛwɔ Ghana hɔ mene Dr. Thomas Mensa ɛbɛka bom ne ɛbɛkura ayi mapɛyɛ a ɔbɛdede machines ne cars kantata bɛka bom na abɔfra bi no tana de kura bi wɔ no ne afa no ne yɛde no ato saa sɛ ayi platform na na school no ni amani service training sɛ ne bɛ ɔno so obɛhu teacher ahoɔfɛ koraa so yɛ talent bibitumi ayɛ na wo nso abɛyɛ Miss Ghana Miss Hwaman ɛno nso talent wo nso de ɛyɛ push wowɔ ne hoɔfɛ bɛtɛ onya push no ɛna bi nso wɔ saa no adwuma paa 7 years nka menya push a kabana kamaduru akyiri bɛtɛ all the same no mpanimfoɔ sɛ akyɛ ne mu sise ni abɛhyia lawyer friend a sise biribiara bɛkɔ so wano yɛhia ne sɛ nyinaa yɛbɛka yɛadwuna bo ne yɛne mpanimfoɔ no nkɔ too much ne mmom ne yɛkyerɛ wɔn sɛ sei mpuntuo ne adeɛ na sɛ still ɔmo se daabi deɛ a ɛhɔ nana fire west no nso mɛtumi ho bɛgyim na afei yɛn nyinaa yɛkɔ yɛnim nti wei deɛ yɛbaa no peaceful nti wo a wante no bɔ mmɔden ne push ma other people ne kɔ viral the next one yɛba a sisi ɛyɛ nhyehyɛsoɔ nti ama ɛna baabi a yɛba no koraa ɛwɔ blɔko chance nti yɛkɔ fifa yɛ a yɛ late nti yɛba deɛ a ne yɛba full vim a yɛbɛboa yɛn ho na yɛtumi ne mu abɛyɛ program na mana kɔ akyire na nyɛ Ghana nko sɛ Ghana frustrate yɛn a yɛ other African countries we just go bi na bi de ball a recycle ball like the generate electricity by Ghana. Almost all money in the ball and a or money at 1%. One so I'm a call up about or yet in the Jumano. It and the Matisimian be the same thing, or maybe by frustrating or but they say no all call individual. They say the DD and the came one near in group and so far as freedom fighters fix the country for annual company near side investment opportunity every 10 energy every year. No, which no say, Pujuma and the Yumana, yes, you know. I will leave this to Lawyer Fender for his last comment so that
We sign off for the next program coming next month or so. Okay, Lawyer Fender, over to you.
Thank you. What I would recommend to you all is develop your projects in the sense that you already have it prepared for business plan, feasibility study. Those are the most important documents. And then, yeah, give it some exposure, your project. You can reach me always through our website, thenenergy.nl. If you have any further questions, you also can reach me via Mr. Steve. And I saw a question in the comments, what is the catch of what we can offer? Our organization has basically came up with this financing modality to help. The name, the translation in English of the our organization's name and the financer's name is help. It means help, and we try to help any country to build up the economy. And for that reason, we came up with the economic development plan financing modality. So what I would always recommend is, yeah, have your project already prepared for, and discuss it with the officials or the king, and reach out to us. That is what I can say, Mr. Steve.
Okay. Thank you. Opiatra regional representative. Our Wabem and the chief no and call here collaboration. The BCP no more plus 31 613 501416. Now, main connected lawyer and then a crop for no. Process no hyehyɛ so na nso immediately na ebihu ana wode nnwuma ba okuruma ma wo maburu no nya biara na yɛafrɛ wo mmeradehene anaasɛ mmeradehema anaa nyɛ sɛ sige mmeradehema agya wosusu wodi aba history book sesei yɛn nyinaa yɛgya legacy na legacy bɛyɛ na wogya wodeɛ wobaa sɛ sika no na wobɛdi anaasɛ tutrasem anaasɛ deɛ ɛwɔ sɛ wogya legacy a wokɔ a yɛde bɛkɔ wogya nipa nti wiase nyina ɛbɔri nso ɛ nti asɛm sɛ bɛ medema no bɛsi a dj over to you so mu wɔ baabi awɔ no
Yo, Captain Steve, that's it. Captain Steve.
All right.
All
right. Thank you very much. I think I need to.
Captain Man, yeah, we can. Many, the man of many ideas. That's what we call it.
Okay, offer. What time is
DJ Metonka.
wait there. What time? What do you cast our sin, Anna? What's too much?
All right. Okay, I've listened everything and I've heard everything myself. Thank you for this opportunity as well. Today being my first time here, I just paid attention to understand things clearly. That is why I didn't talk much. I didn't ask much. I wanted to understand things clearly. For instance, before I conclude, I went to a village. I think I've been to a village this year, earlier this month, and they have a vast land over there. I did a video I posted on my page on Facebook and YouTube. That is true. Through that video, I did know that Mr. Mensah saw it and then approached me that there is this opportunity. I can come on board and then, present whatever we want to do. There is this opportunity over there. One thing is that I've sent him a video of where I went and how they have, what big resource they have over their land, huge land. But I'm not from that place. So I just want to say it's good. I've heard everything. I will go back and then discuss with the assemblyman and the youth over there. And if in case they want us to start something or they want to start something, we will sit and then conclude and then get back to Mr. Steve so that he can connect us with Mr. Vinay Ramdan. So this is a good opportunity, and to all Ghanaian youth as well, we welcome this. In fact, I would love to discuss with my people and my fellow freedom fighters as well. Many of them are in the diaspora. Some of them have been coming home, doing a lot to help their communities. I would discuss with them as well, and then we take it on from there. If possibly, if we have to have a meeting with Mr. Vinay, with Mr. Steve Mensah, if we have to have a meeting with you, we will, and then we will take it on from there. So tonight, I won't say much. What I will say that I welcome and then thank you for this opportunity. DJ Fuad, thank you as well.
All right, all right. I also want to say a big thank you to Mr. Fennell and Mr. Steve Mensah for your
You're
time.
welcome.
We are going to ponder over everything that we've heard here. And but quickly, Mr. Fennell, I have these questions.
Yes, go ahead, sir.
For example, I have a project, I have an idea, but I'm not a project writer. I am not good with business writing. How do I go about it?
Yeah, we do not. So because of the rules and regulations here in Europe, we are not allowed to serve two lords. We are only allowed, I am only allowed, or our organization is only allowed to act on behalf of the financer. Regarding your question, yeah, we cannot help you writing a business plan or a feasibility study. What we will do during the financing request procedure is give you tips. If you send me a business plan, we will give you tips. What are the points of attention of the representative director of our organization? So I will give you some tips, and I will say, change this, change that, or the layout. We have a specific rule. We have specific rules about the layout. So I will give you some tips to guide you through the procedure. I cannot write it for you.
I get it. Then finally,
listen, there are a lot of project writers in Ghana. Why don't you be the professional ones to help you?
Exactly.
So people are professionally project writers. If you meet one of them, you put your project across, then okay, he's afraid somebody will take his project.
Okay.
Well, so we always operate in fully confidentiality. So, and of course, there will be an NDA beside once confidential information will be exchanged.
Okay. So my final question to you, Mr. Fennell, is you mentioned loan and then interest and all of that. What interest are we talking about? What are the period to service this loan?
Yeah, we are maintaining the London LIBOR rate. What is the London LIBOR rate? That is the interest rate that the Central Bank of England provides, gives loans to the local banks in England. And at this moment, it is a variable interest. And we are watching at the annum per annum interest, yearly interest rate. At this moment, it is 1.9% per year. It's an interest rate of 1.9% per year. And additionally, we charge a 3 to 6% financing management fee, one time. It's a handling fee. And because we have to audit those documents, those costs will also be incurred. Also, we have to arrange the bank guarantees. So because of those auditing costs, we charge a 3 to 6% financing management fee. And that financing management fee can be also part of a loan. For example, you can mention it also in your budgeting when you are applying for the loan. So the interest rate per year is 1.9% of basically it's a London LIBOR rate, but at this moment today it is about 1.9% interest rate and a 3 to 6% financing management fee.
So
and then
your how much?
And the second part of the
maybe a 50
yes.
million to $100 million loan.
So if we are talking about 100 million US dollars, you can count on 5 to 7 years with a grace period. If you are talking about 1 billion US dollars, you can count on 10 to 15 years. If it is several billion dollars or a cluster of projects, then you can count on a maximum of 20 years with grace periods, of course.
Okay. Thank you very much, Mr. Vinel, for your time here. We'll be talking, as Ofayal said, we want to host another event like this next week with more followers and viewers so that people get to know and we prepare ourselves to see where we can assist to apply and all of that. So thank you very much for
You're welcome, sir. You're welcome. All right.
Ofayal, Jonathan, why? Bema. Yeah, some.
Benedict, we will say, we don't know for Atampa Kodo. And some of us, once you need business ideas, you need about business and entrepreneurship and this way, and quite any moves are betting penny for the will be so be nima will be chere and I will be saying in case I mean how to draw a business project, how to write a business letter. And our penny in my and say we have such professions and such professors over there or multi-years.
Oh, yeah.
In fact, as an entity days, me call a voter region one abandoned and as a neglected village view of voter region or many the US chapter of freedom fighters. And ekasa asase a menua asase da ho no yemfa nya hwe ana mabunu na ho no nyina adwane abehye nkran ne kumase edipa ana Brazil fo ba abehye ho abegye asase kakra edi edua mo oma bie factory ho no no mo harvest a no ma package no ma tudin no made in Brazil and as a Brazilian rice na voterans na akwakoto no moton eno da nchen a eho na o India ni bi so abehye ho abegye asase kakra ode ye tilapia farming tilapia farming na wo ye wo no nye tilapia farming ketwa obika se kenye bone eye se obi aba be eye sabet me problem ne se ya hemfo ho no mo gisika na o mo fa nye mpuntunyuma bi ama mabunu nya so mfaso ho no at the end of the day na abrofi asa afọ mo cheap labor na o ma make money out of it no mo ko eti me video couple of videos for how bad the bekasa kere voterian chiefs now one of Mr. Steve Mensah Ellen case there are just these investors near the honum me no mente ho but me call makohu hene no makohu ho mpani for ba ko mienu bi we I say you was a mixer ebopini mpani for ba ko mienu ho na me de to mani say this is an opportunity I wo say omani ba je ho say bia omo abedi ntintiman ebedi aginamu na omo yefu anase fashion ni bi na omo pese omo ye bibi saa edi epuntu nyuma ba ho anase edi adwuma ba ho yo akogo ho my ready so mbeta o mati osikasem mu ni ade enti asem de me gidi se nye ho nko a me gidi se wo se ekoso ne ani omo ye program awodo na ekoso bo mu de wuro na enuano ma omo wo ma wo se enu bi ye program na o type limbo limbio awuda ye program o type se ono so owo project saa ohia support Ghana say no adwuma ewa ha na mom capital how the best start and say opportunities wa na mom capital ya na the best start no ne asem no enti no ya asem de na mom obakofo entimi emfa emene enti no me so me ne menuanom na wo ekuum freedom fighters babo pinyo mo na me de akoto e chama anim say BBC na makwakote enti way forward no ne sen kwa be ne betimi afa so a betimi imbose ne ye na yentimi endi muntintima na se na yentimi nya kwa na yo enuanom ahodo makọ universities awi a o makọ suapon ahodo awi o mo business ideas wo business plans a o mani beche won se bi o mo de o business proposals ebe ko o mani makọ pem wa e kwan ya fa so be yi a se bi adwuma be bo man nim ti na nyina ye kasa nti we de boni bi anim DJ
Yeah. I think that first it starts with the project. You identifying the project is the first thing to do. If you're able to identify the project, business plans myself, I know a lot of them. Make sure my business plan for me online TV Obina me consult you na obuami with grammar side maybe make me a drew financial statement now. You need some good chartered accountant or obia and they will help you to say through, and then it things that now the first thing is to identify the problem and the solution out here. Yeah, they tackle that. I dare say they are not giving loans of $1 million. Into also project and it should be big in scope. And I think that say you're caught into farming. Farming, you were food crops, you were animals, there were fisheries, there were poultry and all of that. You bet me, you bet me, our design will be, you are going to poultry, eggs and the chicken meat itself. Project will include cold stores. We are you have cold store to package them into it. Later on, you contact the cold stores across the country to buy from you and all of that. All of this can be in your project drawing and so forth. I think it's a step in the right direction. Until next week, let's try and put it together bigger and nicer. Yeah, be say you're with my friend on my way, then I can give you their contact if you want to now. We take it from there. Drop out. Where the final word now. Sorry, Fiso.
My final word in say in fact kasa no na ebinom bisa mo kasa na mo be na mutu aka na mo be na mutu aka ho sabi se oyomi oya na se wan hwe wo se obi hu se oyomi oya se yankasa ebia na anaye ntu na mo bi ambo hu de da ebia na nka opportunity bi se no ameba enti yemu bi se do dom ko ma enim de ni nyansa ebetimi de bi ne ma so akasa na mo gidi se ebenam yemu bi yankasa yeso ne yana muntu ba ko mi bi so atre enema opportunities ni akonya bibira ma ye nuano mo a omo wo de know how no anasa omo wo de I mean nimdie no ne we no enti no ebetre nuanom se wo obi a in fact wo touch ambition se opese udi juma bi ne mo uni startup na yempe katato mo mwaso in fact kotnase na draw o project anasa na draw plan na hwehwe wo niam yi wo contact DJ for na wo de fa DJ mi am to kra na betima aboa ma onsa company for na ebo betimi no o de aboa na mi se ko mbo de ko am tim ye ma hye mi se ye ma taketo ye ma $100 million na DJ for ye ma $100 million si ya wo mo we
Oh, that see I'm to about $100 million and move family so.
Grand so
And move family so. Yeah, the bear project I'm Ghana what?
in fact
Yeah, say I identify problem now solution, or who say a larger scale one, then we take it from there. But I think that they should come down because any project in Nana, you hear Sesika, Kuku Dam, no, a day Akoshim.
What else here?
This year, say, now Obi, a portrait farm, just said, we're not supposed to be a fear by I have to find some local investor here, or investor or the portrait farm, the man. We need to be identifying problems first. Let's identify problem, and then we will move on to identify the solution, and then we will move on. Enjoy fire. Where the matter was, Majina, yeah, team in Jina, Munama was a pass. I would do any munyam. I bet actually, yeah, maybe we are from
Mate.
All right, so thank you very much. Today is the day that I've actually, please, wise man, if you want to call the number on the screen. Yes, today has been the day where I've done the longest show here on the Global African Conversation. Yes, and I think it's been successfully amazing. So,
I didn't understand that.
wise man, if you want to call, you can call the number on your screen, and Let us hear you. I have about 5 minutes for people who want to call. So if you want to call, just do that right away. And hello. Yeah, good evening. Boko now way. Okay, me and you.
Yeah. I think
Okay.
yeah.
All right.
Last 2 years, plantation farm.
Okay. Okay. Meet you.
Plantation farm.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's very good, but everything is
Mm-hmm.
and also one financial, which we can, but the financial is you have become. It's all of London.
Yeah.
When you go to London manager, it's easy to say but difficult to do. Kind about Koto, yeah, Mr. You look so from the back say, the pure body and yes, you see nine and they say, no, I'll never give up. You to him like, right.
Yeah.
One pool, just only one pool. Now, you got the book.
Okay.
You are not also, we can be a pineapple. Who fund the whole Ghana. You have to take the Ghana. You're a pineapple guy, etc.
Yeah.
Yeah. We have a pineapple guy.
Yeah. No problem. And wise man, I think sir, with all that they've said, the scope of your business, amount will be here, then you get Obia or to me draw business plan. No, I tell you, say we are about cost to stay, we were because why we get prices, then you see the amount will be here. Now I contact on my say if on bet me abuawa, now you take it from there.
But you're not going to tell how the farm is because I stick with
I know there a woman who ye farm no. Unu say me do am boka say. Me spray me yes am boka say labor me boka say. Nti eno na me twa so amenya sika say menya fa so say ene ye dey draw business plan. Nti also hu e car obebo sika obenya na sika obenya no e be take you stand na odi atua loan no. Mind you, almost say almost 1 million, almost 1 million, above a year continue. Maybe wait me any a group, number the Makamwabo. Yes. So that yeah, Mr. Mubedu said a make me consider my boy. Let's take it from there.
Okay.
All right. May that's pass off. All right, bye. All right, so you can also call and then have your say. I have 3 minutes to leave the show. This is the Global African Conversation platform where we have conversation about Africans. And once we are situated in Ghana, we have conversation about Ghanaians as well. Very soon, our studio will be light up. You see, you can't see my face well because this video is done without any video light. So soon we'll get our videos light and everything and that. Okay, we have a caller here. Hello.
Yeah, DJ Black.
Yeah, Mahu, Nana was in Memoado. Now, come where? Okay. Me too.
Yeah, also have another vision for more land, almost about 10 acres.
Okay.
Yeah, and see, me another with business for poultry farm, right?
Okay.
Yeah, honor my vision. Nti land no because kawansro you really offer kawansro. Nti that's the way nti ade abazra maya mutum you try pradam alone. I'm more way more London some more USA. Nti me that
Okay, and I was with my young casa after the show.
right.
Okay.
Right.
Good ask for Papa.
Maso that's Mbonejuma. Wafaya Mbonejuma. Right.
Yeah, okay. All right. That was Nana Hossein, all the way from the US of A. So I think that I will draw the curtains on everything here. Yes, so as I was saying, soon we'll be done. Our studio is still under construction, and people see them, they are amazed. So this is the official studio for Blacknificent Media. Under Blacknificent Media, we have the Global African Conversation platform. We have the Blacknificent Media platform itself, both on Facebook and YouTube. And we have the year the MPP and NDC went into opposition. That is for people who are fed up and angry at both the NDC and MPP. You can go and join that page on Facebook. The year the MPP and NDC went into opposition. On YouTube is Say No to NDC and MPP. That is that. And then we have finally one platform dedicated for religious and spirituality discussion called Religion at the Crossroads in Africa. So these are the 4 mega channels under Blacknificent Media. So if you don't like global African conversations and you like religion and religious and spirituality issues, you join religion at the crossroads in Africa. If you don't like religion, if you don't like African issues, you like Ghanaian socio-political issues, you join Blacknificent Media Entertainment, you join Blacknificent Media. And then if it's about politics, NDC and MPP, how you are angry at both NDC and MPP and want NDC and MPP to leave Ghana for once, you join the year the MPP and NDC went into opposition on Facebook, and the YouTube channel is Say No to NDC MPP. So please go to YouTube, subscribe there, Say No to NDC MPP, and anytime we put videos there, you will have access to it over there. So once again, thank you very much for joining us. My name is Kwabena Bibini Berima. You can call me DJ Fuad. This is where I'll draw the curtains on the show tonight. Thank you very much for joining us.